When we started the Chase brand, I had no clue where we were going. And looking back now, winning the last 9 ABA titles, 2 World Championships, 2 Olympique, I still don't know how we did it, but we did it. I mean, they did it. Connor and Joris did it. And hopefully Isaac can continue.
What would make me happy to accomplish before I leave the sports? I would say Olympic medal for sure. That's the only one that I don't have in my career. I've won many world championships, many USA BMX, many French, European championship. But the Olympic, it's the only one that's missing, and that's the one I really want now.
Christophe Levesque, a former pro BMX rider from 1990 to 2003. I actually won 11 French and European championship, 9 world championship, and 5 US titles. I opened a distribution company in 2007. I was looking for something different. That's why we started Chase Bicycle in 2011.
Hi, I'm Pete Delusky, strategic partner at Chase Bicycles. I live in California in the United States of America. I told Christophe I could help him. I'd be really interested and excited to work with him. Kind of gave him a number and said, let me know when you're ready and I can come work with you. And about a year later, Christophe came to me, I think in 2010, and I decided to join and create the BMX racing group with Christophe and become a small shareholder in Chase.
Chase BMX was actually started by Christophe Levesque, who's everyone agrees he's one of the greatest of all time. Check it out. 99 number 1 AA, 2001 Golden Crank Pro of the Year, 98 number 1 AA Pro. I think he won a couple of world titles, couple NBL titles, couple ABA titles, number 1 NBL 97. So the boss is pissed with anything but first.
My name is Connor Fields from Las Vegas, Nevada, and I'm an Olympic gold medalist in the sport of BMX racing.
When we actually talked to Connor at first, we didn't even have any frame yet. The frame was in process.
So I went to Las Vegas, sat down with Connor and basically told him what our thoughts were, what we wanted to do.
I remember, I'll never forget, we were at a Firehouse Subs and I had a meeting talking about this brand, and I said, oh, well, can you show me the bike? No. Oh, what's the name? We don't know yet. So really what it came down to was betting on the people.
I remember the thing that stuck out to my mind the most of our conversation was, I told him, I said, we want to sign a rider and have it as a legacy with the brand. We want to have someone that we can sign from day one until they decide to stop racing, that they would be with the brand. But we knew if we were going to get behind a rider, we wanted to make sure that they could have the tools that they needed to succeed and we wouldn't stand behind them.
And they made a bet on me because at this point in time, I was still a junior elite.
He was already a great rider, but we didn't know he was going to do so good.
So it was kind of a mutual bet on each other, and one thing led to another, and I caught fire as an athlete, they caught fire as a brand with fantastic products, and it was like a perfect storm.
If I'm not going to be confident, then I'm not going to line up in the gate. You can't even compete in the sport if you're not confident.
It's an individual sport, right? So if I win or if I lose, it's on me. Only one person can win. So when you go to the Olympics, I talk about the Olympics, 3 people went home over the moon, 21 people went home devastated.
And Connor will be one of the 21 to return home devastated from his first Olympics in London in 2012.
I was in lane number 1, I was 19 years old, was the favorite. I should have, in theory, won. I had a chance to win, and I blew it.
I was actually watching TV and the camera was on his inside because he was on gate 1. Actually, I realized right away with his late gate that the gold was pretty much gone.
But when you fail, you get back up and you keep working on believing in yourself. And you don't always believe in yourself right away, but you work towards that.
I'm Connor Fields, quick bike check. This right here is my Chase RSP 1.0.
complete with the excess wheels, self-hubs.
After 2 years, we had the opportunity to take Carlos and Stephanie and other riders.
Chase has had a long history of sponsoring riders throughout the world. At the time when we had Connor, we also had some other riders that we really wanted to support in different parts of the world.
We wanted to have the best one at the time. And I actually remember when I was riding for Sun or riding for GT, they also had some of the best riders in the world in different countries. And that's exactly what I wanted to do since the beginning.
In 2014, Chase BMX has added Joris Daudet to the US-based team led by Connor Fields. They will both be competing on the USA BMX Domestic Tour as well as the UCI BMX International Tour for Chase BMX.
My name is Joris Daudet, I'm 33 years old, and after living in America for over 10 years, I'm back in France.
Neige donc toujours ce matin sur le massif central, ce sera normalement terminé d'ici 1 heure, prévoit Météo France, mais c'est arrivé de façon si brutale qu'un millier d'automobilistes bloqués sur la nationale 88.
That was a dream come true for me to be able to move to America and race the USA BMX Championship. I raced for another brand for a year, and then Christophe signed me in 2014 to ride for Chase Bicycle.
When Joris won the World Championship in 2011, we actually tried to get him on the team.
We tried to work together a few years back, but it didn't happen.
Joris didn't do great from 2011 to 2013. I asked him for his training program, and I quickly realized 5 minutes later that what he was doing was actually not good at all. I know that he had a great potential. My goal was to get him on the team and try to help him.
Christophe called me, we saw each other, and we had a good talk, and we decided to start our journey together.
I don't know if I told him that at the time, but for me, that was one condition that, hey, you're ready to come and ride for us, and we want you on the team, but I want you to work with Thomas.
I'm Thomas Allier from France, live in Bordeaux, ex-BMX athlete. I'm the coach of Joris Daudet since 2014. I was 2 times world champion and 1-time NBL champion.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
We are underway, and who will it be? The Sung Ringley Whole Shot Award, $500 on the line, and it's Christophe Levesque.
Standing here with Christophe Levesque, the Sun Ringley Whole Shot Shootout Award winner, the 3rd Pro Main winner, and the overall main event winner. Christophe, I know you're not too happy right now. You wanted the title, but you did win, the final race. That's got to count for something.
I just tried my best today, make the main. I won the race, and I guess it wasn't enough, but I know since the beginning of the race that today will be tough for me. I tried my best, and I got a good day so far, so I have no choice anyway, so I take it.
We're here with GT's Thomas Allier. Thomas, you are the NBL pro champion for the year 2000. How do you feel right now?
I don't know. I'm pretty stoked right now. I was hoping that for so much time. I was like leading the points, leading the national, and when you come here, it's so hard to be on that position. You know, everybody can beat you, and I try to find the way, and everything worked great. What can I say? so happy.
I was able to achieve couple of my dreams, and I'm really happy with what I did.
Thomas came to the US in 1998 after the World in Australia. We always had a great relationship. We never had any issue. Of course, when we were racing on track, there was a different story, but outside of it, everything was great.
I've been coaching Joris the last 11 years, and first we get along really well together. We become really close as a coach and athlete. Of course, everybody was going to say, okay, it was easy to coach high-level athlete like Joris, but nothing is easy. And we find a way to work together and make it one of the best athletes ever.
A dream come true to be able to do that, you know. I moved in 2013. It took me 2 years to be able to be competitive, to be able to fight for the championship. I won the final, I won the 3 main events. That was the first time that I grabbed the USA BMX Championship title.
You've been flying all year, and I'd like to congratulate you on being the 2015 National #1 Pro. And I find it to be very ironic that Chase Bicycles is owned by the only other Frenchman to be the National #1 Pro, Christophe Levesque. So congratulations to yourself and Chase Bicycles.
It was a dream come true, you know, to first to move to America and to be able to ride my bike and just, you know, when you're a kid in France, you always look up to the USA BMX Championship, and here we are tonight. So it's amazing to be the second Frenchman after Christophe. So I'm really happy. I want to just thanks everybody behind me. You know, it's been a great season. It's amazing to finish like this, and thank you to my girlfriend Tigan. She's not here, but I'm sure she's watching. So thank you so much. Thank you to my coach Thomas, Christian Bessering, everybody. You know, it's a team effort. So I'm really happy tonight.
After that, I was able to find my rhythm, to win lots of races in America, and then fight for the championship again in 2016.
The pro title chase is eased up for defending #1 pro Joris Daudet, the Chase bike-sponsored Olympian from France.
It's my second time being up for the title, so it's pretty special to be here, and the people here are always amazing. You know, they support everybody and they love the show. It's always good to start the day with a win, and we're gonna try to be consistent tonight, and we'll see what happens.
Joris Daudet, Joris goes down, Anthony goes down, everybody's going down.
And I also won the World Championship in 2016. it was a great year as well, and yeah, winning the second time the USA BMX was a good achievement, and from there we keep going.
Far this year, Chase Red Bull Pro Joris Daudet has won at least once at every stop on the 2018 USA BMX Pro Series except one. All of those wins have given the Flying Frenchman a strong points lead in AA Pro. A third #1 pro title is within Daudet's grasp. And as Crew Jones once said, it's going to take a radical miracle to beat this guy.
Joins an elite group being national #1 pro, but even more of an elite group being a 3-time national #1 pro, Joris. So congratulations. Awesome job, bud.
In over 40 years of professional racing, only 2 men have been able to capture the championship 4 times. Pistol Pete Lonkarovich and the lumberjack Gary Ellis. Tonight, we may see a 3rd member added to that exclusive club.
Pistol Pete Lonkarovich here. I'm here to congratulate Joris Daudet on becoming the 4-time champion. Keep up the good work, Joris.
Hey Joris, Gary Ellis here. Hey, I want to congratulate you on an outstanding year. I certainly understand the focus and determination that it takes to get that done. Great job. You've now put yourself in elite company with the likes of legend Pistol Pete Lonkarovich. Best of luck on getting that 5th. Cheers.
Well, I'm sure that was awesome. The only man in the world, Joris, to have 5 national #1 pro titles in USA BMX. Congratulations. We're happy to have you as a representative once again. Thanks, Joris.
It's a dream come true, and it's a family dream as well. It's not just for me. So thank you, Tegan, and thank you, my coach, Thomas. Thank you, everybody, all the people that support me, all the French people here, and yeah, thank you, everybody.
I've been fortunate to win lots of races, win lots of championship titles. Yeah, it's been incredible to be able to write the history of USA BMX, being the only one with so many titles.
You know, the French people sometimes get this stigma about, you know, not being super friendly, but, you know, Joris is actually a true down-to-earth guy. He's a lot of fun, but he's also a lot of serious. He knows, you know, when it's time that he can play, but he also knows when it's time to get to business.
Well, what can I say about Joris? I mean, obviously he's a nice guy. I think I spent much more time with him the last 24 hours than what I did the last 10 years. It's not that we didn't like each other, it's just like we didn't have much contact at all. That was fine. Joris was doing the job. That's what I was looking for.
If I had to talk about Christophe as a person, what could I say? I think I'm also a bit like him, you know. Communication is not our best quality, so I guess it's a bit complicated sometimes, you know, to show your feeling, to express yourself. We achieve a lot together. He put everything in the brain, so, you know, for him sometimes it can be complicated. He's always been a good person to me, you know. He gave me a lot of advice when I first moved to America, when I first, you know, signed with Chase. Honest person, good advice, not only, you know, BMX related, but life related as well. He is a big part also of my success, the whole team, but especially Christophe, you know. Christophe pushed me to train with Thomas as well. That was a big thing for me, and yeah, I think he helped me a lot. He probably doesn't realize it, but he helped me a lot, and yeah, I'm really happy that, you know, how do you say, our paths crossed together and we were able to write history together.
For Joris, the London Olympics didn't go well either, with a fall in the semifinal. What he was expecting for Tokyo wasn't any better.
I was one of the favorites for 2016 as well, because I won the World Championship before. I had the bad races, unlucky in Rio because I crashed the second moto, so I couldn't finish the race. I was feeling good, both of them, but yeah, it wasn't my time to shine, and for sure a disappointment. But every time I came back, made me stronger and made me who I am today. So it's for sure a painful experience, but I only took the best of it, and helped me to be successful after that, and helped me to become, you know, a stronger man and a stronger rider.
For me, you know, the one that I always wanted most was the Olympics. My trainer, Sean, he came up to me before the final and he said, "Hey, Connor, do you remember London 4 years ago? Do you remember how you felt and how you felt every day since then, knowing that you lost that opportunity?" I never had felt anything like this before. It triggered something inside of me. Like I was having like pangs in my stomach, like I wanted some food. And there was like a split-second moment into the final turn when I kind of realized I'm winning the Olympics right now. But I was able to instantly kind of bring it back because there's another straight left to go. And I got through that straight. I got over the last roller, and it was like, I just won the Olympics. There was a moment when I sunk to my knees and I just kind of started realizing that I just won the Olympics. And I couldn't even stand it. It was just, I can't even start to describe it. I'm a big believer in the fact that everything happens for a reason. And so with losing London, I learned that I have some stuff to work on. But after that, I really wanted to win the USA BMX title because growing up in America, that's what I saw. I wanted to win the title as an amateur. I wanted to win NAG #1. So for me, that one always really had a big circle around it. And then in 2017, I was able to get over that hump, and I just remember it was the closest I've ever experienced to the actual Olympics themselves. I mean, the Olympics is head and shoulders above everything, but that USA BMX title was a really amazing accomplishment.
Our Chase rider won the last 9 USA BMX Pro title since 2015, and we hope that Isaac will have the title this year.
My name is Isaac Kennedy. I'm from Gold Coast, Australia. When I was younger, I was getting a little bit of support through Chase and a distributor in Australia, and it was always my goal to one day get on the Chase factory team, because I always seen Connor or Joris, you know, like 2 guys I looked up to, and they're always winning in America, and It's just, you know, you looked up to it and that was the team to be on. I think when I won my first race, it was like, okay, now I belong and now I can do it. There's no reason I can't do this again. And that's kind of what I feel like now. It's like, there's no reason that I can't go out there and win. That's what I work for every day as well. So I wouldn't say I'm a fanboy of anyone anymore. I'm kind of just worried about myself and trying to win my races.
But behind Chase Bicycles, there is a person who designs all the bikes and parts for the brand, and who is very rarely seen.
Maxime Thiéchon came to the US when we start our distribution company. A couple years later, we actually start Chase.
Max has an engineering background, also grew up racing, really has attention to detail when it comes to making parts, making frames, and it's really interesting to see, you know, how his mind works when it comes to designing. You know, he sits down and talks with the riders, he gets their feedback, and you know, we're pretty lucky to have some of the world's best riders with Joris and Connor, Barry, and Isaac Kennedy as well. So it's really good for us to get the feedback from the riders to improve on parts, and that's something that Max has been, you know, it's been a very pivotal part of the company for not only to have products, but to have products that are designed to win, engineered to be light, strong, stiff, and give the riders an advantage.
He's the one who's doing the design for the complete bike, RSP frame, the carbon frame. I think the first carbon frame came out in 2017, I believe. Maxime was working on it for 2 years already. And I think when we finally saw the frame, we were already excited.
I love the Chase Carbon bike. I was a really good test for it because the geometry is the exact same as the bike I've been riding for years. So the only thing that changed was the material. And I was always a bit skeptic, you know, for the last few years, people were all on the carbon train with the carbon rims and the carbon bike. And I always kind of wanted to do it myself before I really bought into the hype. But the minute I hopped on that bike, I felt the difference, and the bike just feels incredible. I feel like I don't have to work as hard to make it kind of do what I want it to do. It's really reactive. I really like riding it.
The bike is amazing. You know, it's the same geometry than the other bike, so it didn't take me too long to get used to it. It's easy, smooth, and then all that I like.
It's safe to say it's like riding the F1 bike of BMX. I'm Barry Nobles. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. The progression of the whole sport has changed so much from my time of elite. When I was doing World Cups from 08 to say 16, the tracks were, I think, the gnarliest they've ever been. And now we're on all complete carbon bikes that weigh anywhere from 15 to 17 pounds. After doing this for nearly 30 years now, I'm literally on like the F1 bike of BMX.
I mean, straight away, I jumped on it, and I mean, I know everyone says it, you know, you feel better or you feel this and that, but you do, like, everything is kind of, for me, and I think for a lot of people that ride it, it's made how you want it.
Yeah, a lot of evolution, you know. I guess BMX racing is, you know, evolving a lot. You know, Chase always step it up. They always, you know, try to do the best bike for us. I guess we showed that, you know, we have one of the best bike in the world. The result prove it.
To see that frame become championship winning with USA BMX titles, UCI World Championships, UCI World Cups, and the Olympic Games. It's really exciting every time you see an ACT frame, knowing how much effort went into that frame, how many years of experience from all the riders involved to make such a frame to give people the advantage to go out and hopefully win with Chase.
It's not just the carbon frame that has evolved over the years. The team in 2022 also saw some changes with its riders.
How do you know when it's time to stop doing the only thing you've ever done? How do you know when you've had enough? Sometimes it's easy. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes the decision gets made for you. Thank you for the good times, for the friendships made and the lessons learned, for the places traveled. Thank you for the hard times, for teaching me how to dedicate myself to a goal. Thank you for teaching me how to win, but more importantly, how to lose. And thank you for teaching me how to never give up. As I got older and I watched my competitors retire and move on, it started to sink in that professional BMX racing was not going to be forever. I wanted to go out on my own terms. And in a way, I still am. Despite the thing that I love most nearly ending my life, I am still here, still riding, and still that same kid who loved BMX. Just now, for the first time in as long as I can remember, starting today, when I ride BMX, it will be for the same reason that I started back in 1999. It will be for fun. Thank you, BMX, for the highs, for the lows, the victories and the losses, and most of all, thank you for the journey. I'll be seeing you around. I'll never forget when I announced my retirement, I had a handful of my biggest competitors, Joris, Sam Willoughby, Corbin Schraw, people like that who I've raced my whole life, send me really, really nice text messages because they could finally tell me the respect that they had for me. And I could finally reply and tell them the respect I had for them.
When he announced his retirement, unfortunately, it wasn't the way he wanted after his crash in the Tokyo Olympic Games. That's not how you want your competitor to retire, but he had an amazing career, Olympic champion, USA BMX champion, time trial world champion, all of them, he always deserved it. It's not easy to have a teammate that you fight every weekend in every race and at the end of the year for the championship as well. But we've always been respectful to each other. It's great to see that we were able to, write Chase bicycle history together.
We have some legends in the room. You guys heard Brindle talk about some of the riders that we've got present, but we would be remiss if that we did not call up Connor Fields, the BMX families, our family, our staff. We just want to say thank you so much for the inspiration that you've had for everybody. Not many people can say they've won an Olympic gold medal, multi-time national champions. You're a mentor now. You're helping us on strategy. You're helping the young kids come up. And man, we just want to say thank you. I cannot wait to see what you do next, buddy. So man, thank you. I was told to be here about 2 minutes ago. I had no idea this was going to happen. So I have nothing prepared to say other than thank you. Thank you to you for this recognition. Thank you to the sport of BMX for everything that it's gave me. But thank you most of all to my family. I was 7 years old when my mom found a flyer, and that flyer led to this moment. And thank you to everybody who's been a part of the journey along the way.
Right from the beginning, I was looking for a long-term relationship with all our riders. And that's exactly what we did with Connor. And on top of that, he did great for that long period of time. I never had the chance to thank him, but I will. I will probably give him a call really soon and talk to him a little bit and thank him.
Getting on the Chase team was actually super last minute leading into the 2022 season. It just kind of came up right at the end of 21 at the Grands. I only got a couple more years left, so I want to make the most out of it, and to team up with Chase was kind of a dream come true and the perfect package to go the direction that I wanted to go. When I came back into racing, the racing vet was just kind of a temporary thing. I didn't plan to be doing it at the level I'm now, and then it just kind of started snowballing. There's a few other guys in our 30s that I think my generation of pros, we just refused to let go of BMX.
What a year. World champ, pro of the year, which was actually really unexpected. Second vet title with a team I couldn't be more proud to be part of. Pete, look at the camera, dude. Grands 2023, that's a wrap.
I'm at the age too where I want to start kind of giving back what I've learned. I mean, I make the joke pretty often, we have a degree in the sport. I don't really plan to leave after so many years in the sport, so now is my time to kind of start spreading that. I don't really care if I'm sharing something that a competitor can see or do. If someone beats me, then they probably just worked harder than me. So I have a much different, relaxed mindset when it comes to like the racing side, and I just want to be able to share kind of my journey and keep sharing how it got me to this stage and how I can kind of keep going with it.
Yeah, pretty good day. It's been a while since I haven't raced, so it was good to get back into the groove of the competition.
Joris, another world championship to add to the collection. Tell us how incredible it feels for you here in Rock Hill.
Yeah, it's amazing. You know, I was chasing him for a long time now, and to be able to do it today, yeah, unbelievable. You know, we're gonna celebrate and hopefully get something special this summer.
Joris, Christophe, l'évêque. Écoute, j'espère que tu vas bien. Je t'ai pas envoyé de message car je pense que tu as dû en recevoir pas mal. Écoute, quoi dire? Félicitations. Félicitations à toi. J'ai un parcours qui est ce qu'il est. Et il en faut beaucoup pour moi pour être impressionné, on va dire. Et c'est vrai que pour être honnête avec toi, une fois de plus, hein, avec le passé que j'ai eu, sans avoir la grosse tête bien sûr, je n'ai jamais été réellement impressionné par ton parcours. Mais c'est vrai que là, ces 2-3 dernières années, honnêtement, chapeau. L'âge, qui est un gros facteur, hein, rouler comme tu roules aujourd'hui à 33 ans et pouvoir gagner un championnat du monde, c'est quand même pas rien. Mais bon, il arrive un moment où on se doit de quand même féliciter, je veux dire, et reconnaître le parcours de certains pilotes, dont le tien. Voilà. J'ai essayé de faire de belles phrases, j'y arrive presque. Well, I left a second voice messages after the first one because I just wasn't sure if he understand my message.
Yeah, I guess he was afraid he misspoken. You know, it's always hard, I think, to express yourself, especially when you've been a competitor before.
Basically, what I was trying to tell him is like, hey, you did great. Congratulations. 33 years old. What can I say?
Coming from Christophe, my boss, but also, you know, another French competitor and one of the legends of the sports. It was a bit of a shock at the beginning, for sure. We all know Christophe is not like that normally. I'm happy that he sent me that message.
Preparations of the Olympique in Paris start, I will say, the day after Tokyo. We decide to work a bit differently. The decision was clear. It was Joris' decision to make his way back to France.
We know now what works and when we have to do the stuff. We know how to plan for a big event like that.
I will say the main word was to keep it really simple.
We were focused for sure, but at the same time we had a good time, and I think that's what that's what showed at the Olympic. We were ready, but as well we were enjoying our time. Everything went pretty smooth until a few weeks before the Olympics. I had a big crash. I hurt myself, so I took a little bit of time off. It wasn't for sure the best time, but I was able to recover fast, take some time with my family as well, and I think it really helped me for the Olympic Games.
The day of the race, I knew everything was great. All the lights were green. And I don't know, that's maybe one of the first time happened to me at the race, but I was so stressed. So I was trying to keep it for myself and not showing to everyone. Super confidence, but super stress for him not to achieving his goal.
Paris celebration was amazing. I don't think we expected that. So many people came and congratulate us, and everybody was really happy for us. And it was incredible. I think we spent 3 days in Paris celebrating.
What can we say after winning the world and the Olympic at 33 years old? I was really impressed with what he did.
For me, just an amazing athlete. He raced for so many years.
So now what else?
What the next goal after the games? Next year is going to be the World Championships in Copenhagen. That's where he became first-time world champion 12 years ago.
It's hard when you achieve your dream, but I think now I'm ready for the next challenge. Keep racing, keep training, and keep winning championship. It's my life, and it's what I enjoy doing. Every morning I wake up and I still have the will to train, still enjoy racing, riding, and more opportunity to shine and put the brand Chase Bicycle on top of the podium.
I want to thank all the riders, Joris, Connor, Isaac, Barry. Hopefully Joris will stay with us. I hope also that we will have some new rider on the team that can keep that legacy going. I just want to take the opportunity also to thank Pete, Maxime, and all those people that actually work behind. All those people behind are part of what we've been doing since the beginning.
It's been a pleasure to work with a group of guys, a group of people that, you could consider family. We're a smaller staff, but I think for all of us, it's, also exciting for, the people behind the scenes to see the riders win, the riders do well. And it's really proud and exciting to be part of Chase. And I'd like to thank everyone that's helped support the brand for over the last 12 years.
Wanted to thank also Chase team, the French team. Also really thanks Joris to let me coaching him for so many years and becoming what he achieved.
I'm so proud of my career. I'm so proud of what I've achieved for myself, for the team Chase Bicycle, for France as well, winning the gold medal this summer, and everything else. My family that always helped me, my wife, and everybody. That pushed me. It's an individual sport, but it's also a team around me.
God.